Right, so recording on the phone, computer, recording on the camera, up. Oh, hi there everybody. So welcome back to another First Look Friday, and today we're going to be looking at this F-18, sorry, and today we're going to be looking at this F-86F Sabre of the US Air Force, as it says on it. This is a Hasagawa kit in 1/40th scale. This I think is 1/40th scale. Doesn't say so on the front, as you can see there. It's got it looking nice. Doesn't say so on the front there what scale it is. It just tells you what the airplane is. So after looking at this very pleasant image on the front of the box, let's take a look at the rest of the box. On this side, there's the reflection. We have F-86 Sabre, basically the name of the aircraft, and some stuff in multiple languages down here. Contains parts for one model, paint and glue not included, with English instructions, and other stuff as well. On this side we have, what does it say? What do we see? Basically the same information that you see in the front of the box, and it does tell you what scale it is here, 1/48. On this side you got a photograph of what I believe is the built and painted model over here, and the name of the kit as well, blah blah blah. 1/40th scale, some specifics on the model itself. 234 millimeters long, 236 millimeters wingspan, contains 93 pieces, and a barcode over there. And on this side, same as the other side, plus a price tag. So it cost me £15. At least I think it cost me £15. That's what it says. So on the other side, there's this little sticker over here which says Amarang. No idea what that means. I assume it's the importer. So yeah, there you go. So with all that done, let's take a look at what's inside the box. So I believe this kit was pre-owned when I bought it, which explains the price. £15. Got a little receipt here. Bought it in 2018. Been quite a while since I had it. Got the instruction manual there, the black and white paper and stuff. Got a large sheet of decals, very big sheet of decals, as you can see. A4 size sheet of decals. They look pretty good. I assume it's a pretty old kit. You can see the film is starting to yellow a bit. Probably can't see so much on the screen there, but I can see it here in the light. Yeah, beginning to yellow just a little bit. And I'm looking, the camera is overexposed in this, so I may have to turn it down a little bit. If it gets slightly darker, that's because I've changed it. Otherwise, carry on. Yeah. Also, the whites here are beginning to sort of show a bit of yellowing. And lots of bits in here. Everything is not in plastic except for the clear parts, which are in a plastic bag. So yeah, so let's do what I usually do. Take a look at the manual. Okay then, so here we have the instruction manual, again in black and white. Photograph of the kit up there. Some stuff here in English and Japanese, which is basically some information about the aircraft itself. So here it tells us about the F-86 Sabre. It was the US Air Force. It was the US Air Force's successor to the legendary P-51 Mustang. So that's saying something. So I mean, it's not the first jet fighter that America had. It's you know, that they did have a couple before this one, but I believe this is the first one that actually did any significant damage to the opponents. Mainly the MiG-15, MiG-17, the MiGs, the Russian planes. And so anyway, some details here about the vehicle. You can pause and read that if you wish. Let's go inside. So this booklet folds out, or paper folds out into one big long sheet, and so when you fold it open, you see here the building starting on this side, but on this side, which is effectively nearly the back of it, you have the sprue map, tree map, frame map. Choose the name for that as you please. So you've got the sprues here, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now, from it looks like this one, sprue T and sprue S are effectively on the same tree. So we'll see. I suspect a lot of these are basically parts of the whole set. So anyway, you'll see what I mean as I get around to it. Down here you've also got some paint colors that you may need for this vehicle, this model, and it just gives you colors and some numbers here. So I believe these are hobby color. Yeah. The numbers H1, H2 and so on are just numbers. These are the guns Sango Aqueous hobby colors. So Mr. Hobby, yeah, effectively. Yeah. So anyway, that's that. Let's look at the build. So we start off in the cockpit, as is tradition. So basically assembling the pilot and putting him into his seat, into his little cockpit. Stage 2, you assembling the intake duct, basically the intake for the jet engine, and then I like that you've got a little top view here of what that should look like, I believe, or is it just a side view? I do not know what that is. That appears to be a paint call out. Alright, I see what that is. That's B17 here. I think that is the, yes, it says so, B17 right there. This is the nose wheel bay. And so basically you've got nice, fairly clear, even though it's in black and white, fairly clear color call outs of what you should paint everything. Lots of numbers 8, which is silver. Number 13, where are we, 13, which is neutral grey, 2 and 27 black and interior green. So it looks like the whole thing's interior green, and then you put the other colours on top of it. At least that's how I would do it. Some more bits here showing you the cockpit from the top, again painting the parts, or the sections rather, of the cockpit. And then when you get to stage 3, you put the cockpit on top of the intake duct. You go down to stage 4 and you're assembling the fuselage, or rather you're placing the fuselage, or rather, let me get it right, you are placing the bits you've done before inside the fuselage, as well as the jet pipe, the exhaust pipe of the engine, into the fuselage. Fuselage made over 2 pieces. A couple other bits need to be fitted in, like this piece A20, and also it says here nose weight. It says 5 grams of nose weight to be put here, just on top of the intake duct. So 5 grams. I think I've got some of that already, so that'll be okay. I may put some in the box just to make life easier when I finally get around to building it. Will I get around to building it? I hope I do. I really do. Actually, it's a nice airplane, a nice kit. On to the next page, and looking, this page is stages 5 to 9 inclusive. Building the wings, installing the wings onto the fuselage, putting in the landing gear, the nose wheel of all the gear actually, nose gear there, and then down here at the bottom of the page. Need to move this microphone. And then down here at the bottom of the page, we get there eventually. Come on, things are getting in the way of the desk. It's so cluttered, don't it? It's time to do a little bit of spring cleaning early. I could wait until spring. Anyway, yeah, so 8 and 9 are the main gear assembly. So doing a left and right set there, and so there is some Japanese text written on here. Maybe I'll find out what it says. It probably just says let's guess. It says left wheel, which is left in brackets. We'll see. Maybe I'll put the text over here. Just over here. What does it say? Next page is build sections 10 to 14 inclusive, and I think that's basically the final build parts. Starts off at 10 at the top there. You are assembling the drop tanks. Drop tanks, missile assembly, installing the drop tanks and missiles onto the vehicle, putting some little greeblies on the back of the aircraft, number 49, no idea what that is. And then you're dropping the canopy on top of the cockpit and installing some little other bits on the back of the cockpit. Goes down to section 14, which is putting the final bits of stuff on the aircraft. So you got this little cover for the intake. Do not cement, it says there. So basically that's just the cover that will be put into the intake duct to prevent things from getting in there while the plane is standing idle on the ground. You know, for example, if you're out on an airfield somewhere, it is known for creatures to go inside there. If the plane was standing around without anybody watching it, it's quite possible that an animal could decide to get in there and hang out inside the aircraft. Yeah, things have happened like that before. I don't know if it's happened to jet intake ducts. I know there is a story of a pitot tube that that may have had some kind of wasp go inside and build a nest in there, blocking it, which was rather disastrous for the aircraft, but that's a story for another time. Anyway, next page, you've got the sprues, which you've seen already, and then you've got a double page spread of the markings and painting guide. Again, being in black and white, it's a bit tricky to see exactly what colour they wanted to paint it, but the little arrows and stuff, the numbers pointing to everything. There's a lot of decals, as you can see, so each little number at the top there is a decal. So it appears that we only have we've got two markings effectively. Well, two markings. It's one marking with two different aircraft. Yeah, actually, yeah, it is two. Well, you've got that one, FU222, and then this one, FU877. Being of different pilots, this one's got a different, what's that? Something like flying rats, and this one has a Miss Itena. Don't know what that means. But anyway, so there you go. So pilot decals to put onto it. Yeah. Oh, I can see some differences now, which I should have noticed at the beginning. So this one's got like stripes, stars and stripes all over it, and this one hasn't. So yeah, lots of stars over there. So that's the paperwork. Also over here it says something about decals not for use. Decals numbered 43 and 65. So it appears that there's another version of this aircraft that will probably use those decals. I don't know. Yeah. So that's that. That's the instruction manual for the F-86F Sabre US Air Force from Hasagawa in 140 scale. Yeah. Next bit, let's take a look at the decals. Or maybe I should have said let's take a closer look at the decals. You know, these things are. Anyway, zoom all the way in. So right, so they are red and stars. You know, for some reason, I assumed they'd be blue, looking at the black and white images. But well, I suppose red is fine. I prefer it if it was blue stars, because if you look at the American flag, the stars are on a blue thing. But I guess this is a palace preference, I guess. Some more stripy bits there, which will go underneath the nose. Or do they? Lots of little numbers here, so you've got the 877 and 222 markings. Even the Hasagawa symbol here, that's its own separate decal as well, which is I quite like the idea. Yeah, so all the decals are basically going yellow with age. I'm not sure if you can see it in the image there, but yeah, they're definitely showing yellowing with age. You can see that primarily on the white areas and on the decal film in between, the clear part of the decal in between the letters there, for example. So yeah, Miss Tanner down here, and this one is Desert Rats. So those are the decals. They look pretty good. It's been a very long time since I've used Hasagawa decals, since I built a Hasagawa kit, to be honest. So we'll see how they go on together. Okay then, let's take a look at the plastic. So starting with the first sprue tree off the top. Let's open the checkerboard there. Let's open all these square lines won't get in the way. Actually, what I'll do, I'll change the background so we can get a better look at what we're doing. Right, so how's that then? Nice pale blue. So, does that look any better? Hopefully the camera will be able to concentrate, just focusing on the stuff instead of the background. So I think it has. Anyway, so here we are with this sprue, whatever number it is. This is sprue A. So we'll start at the beginning. The sprue A is basically one side of the fuselage and cockpit and bits of the pilot. Not the whole pilot, just his head apparently. So you got his head, the pilot's head. The numbers the right way up. What are these? Gun ports, I think? No, they're not. Headlights, I guess, for the landing bay. I don't know what they are. I can tell what this is. This is a control stick here. And yeah, the cockpit itself, which looks pretty nice. So these pieces here are the, I believe they'll be painted red. So that'll be the bit that goes in the nose, in the intake. And this will be the cover for the jet pipe for the back end. I'm just guessing here, but I should have had a close look at the manual. Maybe. It doesn't matter. So there we go. As one would normally suspect from a well-made Hasagawa kit, everything looks fine. The marking on the fuselage itself is very fine and clear. The model is the plastic is a bit of a satin finish. It's not shiny glossy, but it's not matte. It's a very decent satiny, finish. Smooth but not reflective. Well, not too reflective anyway. So there you go. And of course you've got the inside there of the air brake area. Some little bit of detailing there. I guess we'll go wild and put in some some extra bits there to add to the detailing. I wouldn't know what to do. I guess some research will be required for that sort of thing, and the cockpit and stuff like that. The pilot's head there. Looks odd to me. Anyway, so that is sprue A. Next sprue at the top. Shall I guess sprue B? Yes, it is sprue B. So you want to put it the right way around. The number suggests that this is the right way up, but it's annoying because the airplane is upside down then. But anyway, so this sprue has your nose intake, the other side of the fuselage, the right side, starboard side, tail planes and gear covers, air brakes here. And I guess these are the doors for the landing gear. Got the nose wheel there, nose gear, and the nose gear bay as well. On the other side of the doors, you've got lots of very nice looking detailing on the inside of those doors. Get a close look at that. And that is some very nice detail actually. It's been a while since I've seen some very clearly well defined detailing on bits like these. Even the wheel has some beautiful detail on both sides. So yeah, so we're looking at a very nice kit so far. So even the little gun ports have holes in them, which is something I wouldn't expect. Certainly the first time I've seen something like this. Not in a part anyway that's incorporated into the fuselage itself. Normally you'd see that kind of detail with that bit being a separate fill-in part. But yeah, Hasagawa's really gone all out to make this kit beautifully detailed. Seeing that place there for the starboard side air brake, the detailing is different on the inside than it is on the other side, which is again another plus for me. Yeah, everything I said about the previous sprue is applicable to this one as well. It looks beautiful. And that was sprue B. Next sprue right off the top, we have multiple sprues. So this is sprue L, sprue N, and sprue J. So I suspect there's another sprue J. Let me just have a quick look. Yeah. So sprue J is the main landing gear. So one wheel and a couple of pneumatic or hydraulic actuators. I don't know exactly what they are. The detailing is pretty spectacular, very nice. You got the a fuel tank there and a missile. So the wheel, which is what I was looking at before, I'm talking about how lovely it is. So it's a two-part wheel, one for each side, and then you got this little missile. I believe it is a sidewinder. So the missile itself there, little fins for the missile, just separate. Because they could have been molded in, but I guess it's easier to, yeah, it is easier to do it this way because these pieces, these bits, would make removing it very difficult otherwise. And the thing that it hangs on, what do you call these things now? Pylon. The pylon for the missile. And over here you got the fuel tank and a couple of other pieces. I have no idea what these are, but anyway, that is a whole set of sprues. 3 sprues in one. Sprues L, N, and J. Next up off the top, another set of sprue L, N, and J. So we've seen those already. So basically just another duplicate set. Next sprue we have basically another set of 2 sprues. This is sprue G and sprue O. No, sorry, sprue Q. Do it that way around. So sprue Q, the little one over here, and sprue G. So G is basically entirely the engine, the intake tube there, and the exit tube there. So you got the front bit of the tube, which has a comically, interestingly bent cone over there, which is curious. First time I've noticed that on this. I didn't realize this aircraft had the that odd little turn down kink on the I don't know what you call this. The center bit of the front compressor blades. Anyway, so that's the compressor blades. That's the exit turbine, and yeah, curious little design structure on behalf of the engine makers. I assume it's basically to it's designed that way because of the positioning of the intake, probably to aid for better air egress, ingress, allows the air to enter into the engine better, probably. And over here you've got a couple of pylons. I believe these will be the pylons for the fuel tanks. So yeah, engine and a couple of other little bits. So that was sprues Q and G. Next up, A couple more sprues to go. This is sprue E, and you got one side of the wings, a little tube there. Is that a pitot tube? And these two little things here, which, from what I recall, fit on the top of the wings there. Looks like it's a little bit greasy. I have to wash these. So yeah, wings. Nothing terribly exciting to report here, except that the mold finish on the surface is very nice again. Perfectly smooth, fine satin finish, very fine inlaid lines and so on the wings. They appear to be mirrors of each other, so they're identical inverted. And that is sprue E. And next sprues, one piece, the lower half of the wings. So it's all just one piece here, and that's all there is on this sprue. So let's have a quick close-up of the thing. Some detailing on the wheelbase there. You can see where the wheels go. Looks perfectly serviceable. Looks perfectly fine to me. Without doing any research on this aircraft, I can say that everything looks as good as I would expect it to be. Yeah, I'd be surprised if the real airplane was that much different from the inside. Obviously there'll be some differences, but you know, putting a bit more detail in there shouldn't be that difficult. Not that I'm going to bother, but yeah. The inlaid lines, panel lines and so on, go on, you can focus though, are very fine and smooth, tiny. That very nice satin finish. So I may need to give these a bit of a wash before building commences. I suppose I could just wash them and then put them back in the box until I need to do it. But yeah, there you go. And last but not least, we've got the clear parts. So as previously, this is two sprues. So they're in a bag, which I shall now open with my nice big scissors. There you go, clear parts. So there is a very fine line across the top. Don't know if it actually shows up on the camera. Sort of thing that can be removed. There's a bit of very fine sanding and polishing. Will I do it? Quite possibly, actually. So that's the main canopy there. Yeah, one big bubble canopy with the little mold seam line just across the middle there. So I'll double check if it does need removing, because I understand some of these aircraft did have a line in the middle there. So the other parts, which is sprue S, are the windscreen, this little panel here, which I believe is some kind of sighting thing that goes in front of the pallet, and a couple of other tiny little very clear parts. Got some 3 tiny pieces there that are reflecting the light, and another one here. So all in all, very nice clear parts. Every bit as good as I'd expect from a modern kit, and this is not a new kit. So yeah, this is some very nice molding on these pieces. So yeah, so these are sprues T and S. Oh, S and T. Yeah. Anyway, and that's about it. That's all the parts for this little aircraft. So they have F-86 Sabre, a kit that has been in the stash for quite a while. And so final thoughts. Yeah, it is a Hasagawa on one of their better kits. I mean, they did do very good kits, let's face it. You know, they were like Tamiya, only not Tamiya, only made by somebody else. I did find the detail on that to be really fine and clear, you know, almost delicate in some places. Looking at the images on the box here, I can see that there's lots of detailing that you won't see on the aircraft. So if you want to make this kit even more close to the real thing, for example, that picture there of the cockpit, you can see there's lots of equipment behind the pilot there, and in fact including the seat itself, but also the bay inside the air brake door. There's certainly a lot of visible detailing there that you don't see in the kit itself. Unsurprising, because there's lots of tiny bits, mostly wiring and piping and cabling, tubing. So, bit of reference. So if you do want to, so if you've got this kit and you want to make it even more even more detailed, I'm fairly certain a quick look at some reference materials, the photographs of the vehicle, which I'm fairly certain there'll be quite a few of on the old internet.com. There'll be lots of images of this. I'm sure getting it nicely detailed won't be too difficult. The kit itself is beautiful. It's very nicely made, very well put together. The instructions are nice and clear. Certainly a lot clearer than some others I've seen recently. No names, mainly because I can't remember which one. So there you go. The F-86F Sabre for the US Air Force. Yeah, a very nice kit. I think you'll agree. If you build this kit, if you have built this kit, let me know down below. Any tips on making it look even nicer than it is would be very well appreciated. Points to all those who comment. What does that even mean? I don't know. I just made it up. So yeah, that's the F-86 Super Sabre. No, F-86 Sabre. I believe it is a Super Sabre. What I haven't done yet is taken a look at when this kit was made. Just bear with me a moment, please. So why can't you find it? I've got too many tabs open here. That could be a problem. That's funny. So I couldn't find it on ScaleMates, so I just searched the internet, and one of the first I got was ScaleMates. One of the first results I got was ScaleMates. Yeah, so anyway, let's have a look. So this kit has been around since 1996. In fact, this, according to ScaleMates here, this particular boxing you're looking at here is the first boxing of this kit. So this kit is from 1996. So first made in 1996, new tool 96. So this kit exactly 1996. US Air Force kit. I noticed that Hasagawa has changed their boxing slightly. Their boxing slightly, because you can see this one has just got the picture with a very minimal text on it. More recent ones have had more text in it, like a big block of white on this side here with the details and so on. So yeah, I do like this boxing though. Yeah, so there you go. This kit is from 1986. This kit is probably, this particular kit that you're looking at, that I'm looking at right here, was possibly bought in 1986. Wasn't built. I think it was second hand when I bought it, because they appear to be retailing for a lot more than that. Let's see if anybody's selling one. Well, yeah, you're looking between here in Europe, here in Britain, £32. So I got it for 15. So I guess mine was a second hand model, or rather pre-owned, unbuilt. So yeah, that's all around the world. There appears to be the average selling price around £32, £33. We've got £32 and 10, 34 Canadian dollars, well, 34 and 40, 34 Canadian dollars, and then right before it 50 Canadian dollars. US, oh, I don't know what that is, that's not America. Yeah, 33 euro, 30, yeah. So prices appear to be all over the place, but you're looking anywhere between in Britain, America, Canada, and Europe, you're looking whatever your currency is. It'll be 33 plus, between 33 and 50 of whatever your particular currency is. So there you go. Anyway, very nice cases. I'm sure you'll agree. At least I hope you'll agree. Yeah, doing something slightly different. I got myself on the wrong side, so on a different side. Does it work? Does it not work? Let me know down below. Do like to change things around every now and then. And also, before I forget, I just remembered Otaku Builder link here. He's back to making kits, so he's posted he's building the Voyager from Star Trek, and the same practically the same kit I built about 2 decades ago, back in the 90s when Voyager was new, and but unlike me, he's going all out and putting lights in it and making it look extra pretty. So yeah, he stopped posting for a little while because he was his family was caught up with the fires over there in California, but he's okay, he's fine. I believe his home survived, or their home survived. So yeah, so yeah, go give him some love on Instagram, and go watch his videos here on YouTube. Yeah. Anyway, that's it for me today. If you like this video, tell your friends. If you didn't like it, tell me why, so I can hopefully make a better video for next time. And thank you very much for watching. Happy modeling, everybody. So just while I'm here, just thoughts on this new setup. I'll keep experimenting with this new video to try and make it slightly better. And so this time I've got the snowball here on the counter, which is probably why it's picking up all the noise from the from the box moving around. So I'll probably have to move that somewhere else. But the audio seems to sound pretty good. Just had a quick listen back on the computer, which is over there. So I'm recording off the iPhone over there, which is recording into the computer over there. A computer section there. Anyway, so they got me just to one side, so you can't. So unlike previously, you won't see the airbrushes, which is like over here, which would normally be down here. Sorry, which would normally be down here, but because I've moved the camera, they're not visible anymore. I think I'll move back so that you can see them again, but you've got the kitchen over there, so you don't want to see that. Anyway, bit of messing around with the filming setup. I'm debating whether to get a dedicated camera instead of using the iPhone, because right now, despite filming on the iPhone, because I'm recording on the computer beside it over there, it's recording in 1080p, not 4K, which is while the main camera up here is recording in 4K. So chances are you won't notice anything, because by the time you get it on YouTube, it'll be crushed into nothing. But yeah. Anyway, just my thoughts on this new filming setup. I'll keep on trying to refine it. I may need to move the snowball here to put it somewhere where it's not gonna pick up all the noises of the table. Yeah. Anyway, bye.